Hi my dear students, how are you? Are you well? Okay, in the last class we have discussed first chapter real numbers. Actually we kept the heading rational numbers. So we have discussed about rational numbers, not only rational numbers, the number system starts from the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers we have discussed. So and some more topics I have discussed in the next video. Those are representation of rational numbers on the number line. Have we discussed? Yes, rational numbers between two rational numbers. How many rational numbers between given two rational numbers or two consecutive rational numbers? Infinite rational numbers between two rational numbers. We have discussed all these topics in the previous classes. Okay, my dear students. Okay, now we have discussed one more important topic. So then we can go to the exercise and exercise problems. So be careful students, write the notes neatly. Whenever you are writing the notes and whenever you are listening to the class, if you got a small doubt, you can ask me by message or in the group or by phone call. Okay? Okay my dear students, please be focused on my subject. It's very important and it is very useful to the 10th class also. Okay? Now we are discussing decimal representation of rational numbers. Now we are discussing decimal representation of rational numbers. Already we have discussed and we have learnt this topic in 8th class. In 8th class, have you? We have discussed this topic, that is decimal representation of rational numbers. Decimal representation of rational numbers. The decimal representation of rational numbers means actually decimal numbers are three types. Decimal numbers are three types of decimal numbers we have. In the first one, terminating decimals. Terminating decimals. And the second one, non-terminating recurring decimals. These are having a bar, 3.12 bar, 0.125 bar, and we have learned in this topic two important words. Those are period and periodicity. And the third one is non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. What are that? Once remind. First one is terminating decimals, and the second one is non-terminating recurring decimal. The word recurring means repeating. Non-terminating repeating decimals are non-terminating recurring decimals. And the third one is non-terminating non-repeating decimals or non-recurring decimals. Repeating or recurring. You can use recurring is the most important. Okay. Otherwise, repeating. You can your wish either repeating or recurring. Again, I am telling you, decimal numbers are three types. The first one is terminating decimal, and the second one is non-terminating recurring decimals, and the third one is non-terminating non-recurring decimals. Now they are giving some numbers, some rational numbers. Rational numbers mean those are in the form of P by Q. We have discussed about the rational numbers very well in the previous class. Those are in the form of P by Q. The denominator Q is not equal to 0. Am I right? You have discussed all these topics. So rational numbers is somehow the biggest set. In the rational number set we have the natural numbers and also whole numbers and also integers. So these three sets are included in the set of rational numbers. Rational numbers are denoted by the symbol Q. We have discussed all these in the previous class. Now decimal representation, they are giving rational numbers. They are giving rational numbers. Now we are express these rational numbers into a decimal form. Into a decimal form. In the decimal forms, the decimal numbers are, I am telling you, decimal numbers are three types, and I am telling you again, terminating decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals, non-terminating non-recurring decimal. The first two, terminating decimal and non-terminating recurring decimals are rational numbers. First two are rational number, and the third one is irrational number. And the third one is irrational number. When we are start the topic irrational numbers, we will discuss about non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. Once again, remind in your mind, my dear students, terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals are rational numbers. Okay, actually decimals are, I told you again and again, I'm repeating again. Why? Because it's very important. That's why please be focused what I'm explaining. Terminating decimals are three types: terminating decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals, non-terminating non-recurring decimals. Terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals are rational numbers. Non-terminating non-recurring decimal is irrational number. Is an irrational number. So that means terminating decimal and non-terminating recurring decimals are, we can write in the form of p by q. We can write in the form of p by q. Every terminating decimals ni non-terminating recurring decimals, we can write in the form of p by q. Now they are giving some rational number, those are in the form of p by q. Now we are converting to the form of decimal expression, decimal form. Can you write, my dear students? Okay, there is a question. Now I am writing the word. So we have to write this, the first question. So we need to keep this right. Express. The question is express 2 by 3, comma 4 by 5, comma 2 by 7 in decimal form. This is the question, my dear students. The question is, they are giving three rational numbers. Those are in the form of p by q. Those are 2 by 3 and 4 by 5 and 2 by 7 expressed in the form of decimal. So I am giving 2 are equal. That's why I am changing the third number. Third number is 10 by 7. I am just changing because 2 are the same number. That's why I am giving you a different number. So they are giving three numbers. We can change into the form of decimal by using division. Long division. We know the division? Yes, we know very well about the divisions. Now we can do the division, then convert these rational numbers into the form of decimals. Can we write? So now I am taking the first number. Solution. The first number is 2 by 3. What is the numerator here? 2 is the numerator. What is the denominator? Yes, 3 is the denominator. Now we can divide 2 with 3. Can we divide? Yes. So 3 is the big number, 2 is the small number. So we can't divide. That's why we are keeping 0 point. So we are keeping 0. 6 3s are 18. The remainder is 2. When you keep the 0 in the place of quotient, so no need to keep again dot and 0. No need to keep it dot and 0. So 0 is coming. 6 times are again 18. The remainder is 2. That means here is 0. The dot. That's why 0. Again 6 times are 18. The remainder is 2. Again 20. Again 6 times are 18. The remainder 2. If you observe the division process, 2 is repeating again and again. That means 2 6 3s are 18. Remainder 2. Again 0. 6 3s are 18. Remainder 2 20. Again 6 3s are 18. Remainder 2 20. So it's repeating continuously. That means the number 6 is continuously repeating in the decimal form. In the decimal part. That means now I am writing 2 by 3 is equal to what I am getting? 0.6666 and so on. Why it's so on? It's not stopped here. So if we keep the 0, again 60 is 18. 2, again 20, 60 is 18, 60 is 18, again and again 2 is coming until when we are going maybe years and or something ఎన్ని ఎంత కాలం చేసినా సరే 2 అనేది రిపీట్ అవుతూనే ఉంది. So now I am writing this is, we can apply the bar 0.6 is repeating continuously. That's why I am keeping bar for 6. This is 0.6 bar. The decimal expansion of 2 by 3 is 0.6 bar. Did you understand, my dear students? So we have learnt that. So which type of decimal is this? Which type of decimal is that? That is non-terminating. Non-terminating means they does not stop. They does not stop. They are going in that way. They are going. The number 6 is going. So they does not stop. That is stop avadu. That's why we are using non-terminating. Terminating means stop. Non-terminating means does not stop. They does not stop, and the digits are repeating. The digits are repeat. That's why we combine two words. The first word is non-terminating, and the digits are repeating. That's why we combine the two words. We are getting non-terminating recurring decimals. Non-terminating recurring decimal. So 0.6 bar is non-terminating recurring decimal. So this is the decimal form of 2/3. In here 0.6 bar we have to learn two words. We have learned in the 8th class the two important topics. Those are period and periodicity. Period and periodicity. Period means the term which is repeating. The term either one term, that means one number or two number or the set of numbers. Whichever repeating is called period. So here the period is 6. Which is repeating here? 6 is repeating. That's why 6 is the period. What is the periodicity here? Periodicity means how many terms are repeating in the decimal point. How many decimals are repeating? Only one is repeating. What is that? 6 is repeating. How many digits are there? Only one digit. That is 6. So here period is 6. Periodicity is 1. Period is 6. Periodicity is 1. So now the second question. Now we can do the second question. The second question is they are giving 4/5. Now we can divide 4 with 5. So we can't divide. 4 is the smallest number, 5 is the biggest number. So that's why I am keeping 0.0. So 8 5s are 40. The remainder is 0. That means if we get the remainder 0, that means the division has stopped. The division stopped. That means I am writing 4/5 is equal to, I am getting 0.8. If you observe 0.8, which type of decimal is this? Is this non-terminating recurring decimal? Is there any digits are repeating? No. Is there any? Is it stop here and it's continuous? So it's not. That's why 4.5 is equal to 0.8 is a terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. There is no other digit after 8. That's why this is the decimal representation of 4/5. Now the third question, 10/7. Now the third question is 10/7. Now I am taking third one, 10/7. Now 10 with 7. We can divide 10 with 7. So 1 7s are 7. The remainder is 3. So if you keep the dot, so we will get a 0. 4 times are 28. Yes. The remainder is, if we subtract 30 minus 28, we will get 20. 20 means 2 times are 40. Are you following, my dear students? It gets 60. 60 means again 8 times are 56. The remainder is 4. I am continuing here. 4 means 40. 4 means 40. So 40 and 5 sevens are 35. 35 means remainder 50. Again 50 means 7 times are 49. 7 times are 49 means we will get 1. 1 means 10. Again 1 sevens are 7 and the remainder 3. 3 means 30. 4 times are 28. 4 times are 28 means remainder 2. 2 means I am writing here 20. Again 20 means 2 times are 14. The remainder is 6 and going in the way. So I am writing this is in the new way. See, the space is not sufficient. That's why I am explaining again. So now I am taking the third question. Third question is 10/7. I am dividing 10 with 7. 1 7s are 7. The remainder is 3. 3 means 30. So decimal point. Why? Because 1 7s are 7, remainder is 3. You cannot divide 3 with 7, that's why keep the G dot. So I am getting 30. 4 times 28. The remainder is 2. 2 means 20. Again 2 times 14. Remainder 60. 6 means 60. So 8 times 56. And the remainder 4. 4 means 40. 5 times 35. And the remainder is 5. 5 means 50. Again 7 times 49. 49 means remainder 1. 1 means 10. Again 1 times 7. The remainder is 3. 3 means 30. Again 4 times 28. 28 means remainder 2. 2 means 20. Again 2 times 14. 14 means remainder 6. 6 means 60. I am writing here 60. Again 8 times 56. 56 means remainder 40. 40 means 5 times 35. 35 means remainder 50. Again 7 times 49. Remainder 1. If you are, so you can observe the question. So if you observe here 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. Again it's coming 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. If you continue the division process, so you will get that again the next digit is 1. After that 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. After that again repeating again and again. You will get 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7 is repeating continuously. That means the decimal expansion of the given number 10 by 7. I am writing here. Put division stop here. 10 by 7 is equal to, I am writing 1.42857 1 bar. 1.428571 bar. If you have a doubt, 1 is repeating. Why you are writing 1? This is here. 1 is in the part. 1 is in the numerical part. So we cannot apply the bar for the digits which are in the numerical part. We can apply the bar for the digits which are in only decimal part. So 4 is repeating. 28571. This is the pattern. Also here 428571. 428571. Here stop it here. If you keep 0, 10, 1 7 plus 7, remainder is 3. So this is 1.428571 is the decimal expansion of the number 10 by 7. So which type of decimal is this? Is this terminating decimal? No, this is a non-terminating recurring decimal. What is that? Non-terminating recurring decimal. Recurring. What is the recurring here? 428571. Tell me, what is the period here? What is the period? The period is the set of digits which are repeating. What are repeating here? 428571 is the period. The periodicity, how many digits are repeating under the bar? That means what are the digits in under the bar? What are the digits? How many digits under the bar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the periodicity. Period is 428571 and the periodicity is 6. Are you okay, my dear students? Note down this question. I will give you one sum for you. That is for homework. Note down last. Okay, I'm managing the board. End of my video, I will give you homework to you. So we have learnt how can we convert the rational number into a decimal form. Right? We have learnt the decimal numbers, the rational numbers is converted into the decimal form. Now we are learning how can we convert the decimal numbers into rational. Are you okay? Now we are learning conversion of decimal numbers, decimals, to rational numbers. decimal numbers. Now we have to convert those decimal numbers into rational form. Rational form means which are in the form of p by q, where the denominator q is not equal to 0. Observe students, be careful. In the last class, we have discussed they are giving rational numbers. Those are in the p by q form. ఇంతకుముందు మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే చక్కగా ఫ్రాక్షన్స్ ఇచ్చారు, మనం రేషనల్ నెంబర్స్ ఇచ్చారు, వాటిని మనం డివిజన్ చేసి డెసిమల్ ఫామ్ లోకి మార్చేస్తాం. ఆ డెసిమల్ ఫామ్ లో మార్చినప్పుడు మనకి 2 types of decimal forms ఇచ్చారు. The first one is terminating decimal forms and the second one is non-terminating repeating decimals. Now our topic is conversion of decimals. They are giving this time decimal numbers. They are giving decimal numbers. Now we are convert those decimals into the form of rational. ఆ డెసిమల్ నెంబర్స్ ని మనం ఇప్పుడు ఎలా మార్చేయబోతున్నాం అంటే rational form లో మార్చేయబోతున్నాం. Are you okay my dear students? Are you okay? Did you understand the heading? They are giving decimal numbers. Now we have to convert into rational. So actually decimal numbers are 3 types. The first one, third one can you? We have 2 types. Terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals. Non-terminating recurring decimals means they are having a bar. So now we have learned these 2 topics. How can we convert terminating decimals into p by q form? How can we convert non-terminating recurring decimals into p by q form? So we can learn. So write the question. I am giving you. I am writing on the board. So question first. Express 0.35, 1.2, 8.75. Some more I will take from the textbook. 3.28, 3.28 and 1.62 in express 0.3 some decimals in the form of p by q. In the form of p by q, where the denominator, we have to write 1 point, where this denominator q is not equal to. This is the question. Be careful my dear students. When you are learning mathematics, we have to focus on the question, not on the solution. మీరు మ్యాథ్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలి, మ్యాథ్స్ కి సంబంధించి సబ్జెక్ట్ నేర్చుకోలేకుంటే క్వశ్చన్ మీద ఫోకస్ చేయండి అండ్ మెథడ్ మీద ఫోకస్ చేయండి, నాట్ ఆన్ ఆన్సర్ బై హార్ట్ చేయొద్దు. సో ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ ద క్వశ్చన్, ఇఫ్ యూ నో ద క్వశ్చన్, we can get some idea and in your mind. So we can solve the solution. In this question they are giving some decimal numbers 1 2 3 4 5. Which type of decimals is this? Yes, tell me, what are that? These are terminating decimals. So simply we are telling there is no bar, that means those are the terminating decimals. So these terminating decimals we have to convert into p by q form. P by q form means a rational form. It's very easy my dear students. I am explaining. Look at the board. After that I will give some homework to you. So solution. They are giving the first number. What is the first number? 0.35. I am telling you in a simple way. That is, first, this is 0.34. The number is 0.34. We just forgot the decimal point here. We just forgot the decimal point. So that means we have to remove the decimal point. What we have here? Here, if you remove the decimal point, I am getting 0.35. Am I right? So there is no value of the 0 in the left side of the number. That means I am getting only 35. Am I right or wrong? If you can't understand, I tell you what's here. 0.35 I have. I am just removing the decimal point. What I am getting there? 0.35. There is no value of 0. Why? Because it is on the left side of the number. Left side of the number. So 0 has no value. That's why I am getting 30. I wrote 35 by divided. Why? Because it is in the form of p by q. You have to write the number in the form of p by q. That's why I am keeping by. So here, how many digits are there in the decimal part? How many digits are there? 2. That's why we just keep 100. we just keep 100. Are you okay, my dear students? If you have only one place, we just write here 10. Yes. If you have 3 digits, what have you written here? 1000. Based on the digits, we just keep the zeros. If you have 2 digits, we just keep 2 zeros. If you have only 1 digit, keep 1 zero. 3 digits, 3 zeros. 4 digits, 4 zeros. Are you okay? Now we are getting 35 by 100. It is in the form of P by Q where Q is not equal to 0. But if you have the common factors of the numerator and denominator, we must have to cancel it. So it will be cancelled by 5 table. So I am cancelling the 5 table here. 5 table cancelled by 35 7 times. 5 table cancelled by 100 20 times. So I am getting the number 7 by 20. Here 7 and 20 have no common factors. Those are the co-prime numbers. 7 by 20 is the answer of the first sum. Now move on to the second question. What is the second question? 1.2. What is the number? 1 point. Again I am telling you. We just remove the decimal point. What we have? 12. If you remove the decimal point, what we have? Here 1, here 2. 1, 2. 1, 2 means 12. I am writing 12 by 1. How many places are there in the decimal part? Decimal part means the number which are in the right side of the decimal point. Decimal point in right side of the part, decimal part. Decimal part in left side of the part, numerator part. So how many digits are there? Only 1. We just keep 3. Is there any common factor? Is there any table cancelled by 12 and 10? Yes, 2 table cancelled. 2 table cancelled by here 6 times. 2 table cancelled by here 5 times. So the answer is 6 by 5. Are you okay, my dear students? Now move on to the third question. 8.75. 8.7. Now we just remove the decimal point. What we are getting? 875 by 1. How many places? 2 places. That's it is 2 zeros. So cancel that. We will cancel by 5 table. 5 table cancel by 1 5 is 5. Remainder 3. 37. 7 5 is 35. Remainder 2. 25. 5 times that. So here it will be cancelled by 20 times. Correct. Again 5 table is cancelled. Again 5 table cancelled. So again 5 table is cancelled. 3 times are 15. 25. 5 times. Here 5 table cancelled by here 4 times. Now I am getting 35 by 4. What is the answer? 35 by 4 is the answer. That is the representative rational form of 8.7. Now we have 3.28. Next number 3.28. So remove the decimal point and return the number. What is the number we have? 328. By the denominator is 100. Now we can cancel the 2 table. 2 table cancel by here 164. Am I right? 2 table cancel by here 50 times. Again 2 table cancel by here 82. Again 2 table cancel by here 25. So the answer is 82 by 25. If you know the 4 table, you can cancel directly. If you know the 4 table, you can cancel the 4 table directly. So we will get same answer 82 by 25. Now our number, the last number is 1.62. So I can convert it to P by Q form. Remove the decimal point. I am getting 162 by the denominator 100. Why? Because it has 2 places. Which table have to cancel? So actually 2 tables cancel. 81 times. Here 50 times. Is there any common? Nothing is common. So the answer is 81 by 50. These are the conversion of decimal numbers into P by Q form. The decimals, these are the terminating decimals. So we have a different method for non-terminating recurring decimals. We will discuss. So this is the way I am telling you again. First of all, we just remove the decimal point, write the number as it is, and keep the by. And how many digits are there in the decimal part? If you have the 2 digits, we just keep 2 zeros. If you have 1 digit, we just keep 1 zero. If you have the 3 digits, we just keep 3 zeros. If you have the common factors for the numerator and the denominator, we must cancel it, and the final answer is the irrational. Are you okay, my dear students? No. Not on this question. And solution. Okay, listen to me, my dear students. I will give you some homework to you. I will give you some homework. That is from our textbook. From our textbook. So I am writing on the board. Homework for you. So you have to do the homework and send me the pics of the homework to me. The homework is page number 5. Page number 5. There is a do this. There is a do this. Do this has a two sums, 1 and 2. We must do the two functions. 1 by 17 and 1 by 19. And turn the page. Turn the page. In the 6th page, page number 6, try these. Try these. Find the decimal values of the following. The same question. We have to write. Those are in the rational form. We just convert into decimal forms. Those are 10 sums. Do the 10 sums also. That means page number 6. Page number 6. That is try these. Those are 10 sums. Do these 12 sums for homework. So when you are watching this video, first you have to complete the notes and do the homework in the separate homework book. The separate homework book or any other book, and send me the pics of homework. I am giving you, I gave you 12 problems for homework. Okay, my dear students. Thank you. We will discuss the remaining topics in the next class. Those are, we just converted terminating decimals into rational form, and the next class we have to discuss non-terminating repeating decimals into p by q. Are you okay, my dear students? Okay, thank you.